If you're someone who's watched my channel for a while, you'll have heard me talk a lot about quite spiritual stuff like manifestation and, self-belief. And there is a reason I talk about that, and it's because it's something that I genuinely believe in. I genuinely believe that the fact that your mind and body are connected, I believe that can be used to your advantage to genuinely achieve anything that you want, okay? If you can understand the fact that your mind and body are connected and realize that what you speak into the world and what you believe in your mind, okay, is going to be directly aligned with your actions, okay, then you'll understand that you can quite literally mold an idea that you have in your head and it can turn into a physical reality. It can turn into a thing. And what that idea is can be literally anything. It can be someone who you want to be. It can be a life that you want to live. Let's say you want to be, a strong, rich, powerful, in shape guy. And that's like your final goal. That idea, as long as you've seen it in your head and you've imagined it and you've vividly seen everything that it looks like, you've seen every little detail, every small thing about what that reality is, it therefore exists. And now that it exists, okay, it literally is a thing. It can be created. Now you need to believe that is true. You then need to believe it's true. Speak all that stuff into the universe, okay? Speak it to yourself. Say it to yourself. Say, I'm going to be rich. I'm going to be strong. I'm going to be powerful. I'm going to live this life. This is what I'm going to do. This is who I am, okay? Not, I might get there and it'll be nice if I get there. No, you have to literally just believe that is the life that you're going to live and that's the person you're going to become. And when I say believe, I don't mean like just think in your head that you believe. Don't just decide that you believe. Genuinely believe. Think, right, there is no other option. There is literally no other option other than I have to achieve this goal. I have to get to this, wherever I have to live this life. I have to, you know what I mean? Just whatever it is, whatever you want to become, whoever you want to become, whatever life you want to live, you have to genuinely have it in your head that there is no alternative lifestyle at all. Because that is exactly the mindset that I've had for a very long time. And I was someone who didn't have a lot of self-belief. I was someone who was very anxious, very shy, very timid, didn't really believe in himself. And I went from that and I worked hard and I learned things, and I learned things about the world and learned things about myself to develop this mindset, this genuinely like bulletproof mindset where I know that I'm going to achieve everything that I want to achieve. I mean, look at me. I'm literally in my fucking garden, bro. I'm literally walking around in my fucking garden with my phone. I'm just some random guy, like basically giving his advice on the internet and trying to help people and, trying to build something. This isn't where I want to. This isn't my end goal. This isn't where I want to be. This is the process I'm going through. But I know in my own head, I know that I'm gonna get to exactly where I want to be. I know I'm gonna build an absolutely unbelievably wide brand. I know I'm gonna build a huge audience. I know that people are gonna eventually start listening to me. And when people do eventually start listening to me and they start like actually applying what I tell them, people start thinking, oh shit, this guy actually knows what he's on about. Because look at me. I mean, I understand why people would look at me now and think like, well, he's just some random guy in his fucking back garden with a phone. Like, why should I listen to him? I understand that, and I think that about, naturally you think that about people, don't you? You think that about YouTubers when they're not so big. I've not got many subscribers, I've not got a huge audience right now, but I've only been in this game for a very short amount of time, and I'm simply just coming on the camera and telling you boys how to live the best life that I believe you can live, and I want to basically share my journey with you lot. This is almost like, I don't know, it's almost like a big documentary to me. I'm almost documenting my entire journey from where I am to where I'm going to where I've been through. And fucking hell, these wasps are relentless today, bro. I'll be recording a video earlier and these wasps attacking me. Piss off. Right, I'm about to get into a fucking war. I'm about to get into a scrap with a wasp here. This is the shit. Hang on, let's see if he goes on camera. Oh, fuck that. Nah. Alright, let's go over here, bro. Piss off. Alright, I think he's gone. I've Aikido'd the wasp. Little bitch. It's calm. It's fine. We fought the wasp. See what I mean? See what I mean, bro? Like, I'm just getting attacked by a wasp on camera and I'm trying to spit some knowledge to you lot. It's like, what the fuck even is my channel? It's just a laugh at this point, isn't it? But yeah, if you genuinely just have to speak this positivity and this self-belief into the universe, all right? You have to speak it to yourself, speak it to the world, and because you've put it out there, you've literally put it out there into the universe, you've said, I'm going to achieve this goal, I'm going to become this person, this is who I want to be. Therefore, you have to make it happen, bro. You genuinely have to make it happen. And if you genuinely know that this is going to happen and you believe this is going to happen, then your actions are just going to align with that. You know, your actions are going to fulfill that belief. Every belief that you have, whether it's a negative or a positive belief, is usually fulfilled by your actions. That's why when you have a negative belief about yourself and you think, oh, I can't do this, I can't do this, I can't do that, your actions fulfill that, okay? But your lack of actions fulfill that, because your brain's like, yeah, can't really do it, there's no point trying, so you don't try and you don't achieve the goal. It's as simple as that. That belief is then fulfilled. Whereas if you completely flip it around and have a positive belief and think, right, I'm going to get to this stage of my life, I'm going to get here, I'm going to become this person, and you speak that to yourself and you genuinely believe that, and you say those words and you put it out to the universe, your actions will align with that. You'll try harder, you'll be more motivated, you'll develop discipline. You'll be like, right, it doesn't matter how I feel today, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this thing because this is what I have to achieve. You have to genuinely have that mindset and you will achieve that goal. Like, I know I'm going to achieve my goals, okay, bro? My brand is so small right now, so small, but watch it in however long it takes. It could be months, years. Watch it become what it becomes, and I promise you, when that day comes, all right, I will sit there and think back to these videos that I've been making where I told you, look, I'm going to be this person. I'm going to have a huge brand. I'm going to almost be famous, all right? That people are going to start listening to me. I'm going to actually have a proper impact on the world. You watch when that day comes, and when that day comes, I'm going to think back to this moment and remind you, lot, that I told you this, and I told you I'd manifest this entire life and this entire scenario. Okay, and I molded it into a reality. It started in my head, and I'm going to mold it into a reality, and that's what I'm doing now. I will remind you all of this exact moment when I said it on this video. Okay, and I've been saying it for ages. Okay, I am going to achieve this. I am going to get to where I want to be. I'm going to become this person. All right, it's as simple as that. But just because you want to become this person, just because you want to build, or whatever it is you want to build your brand, you want to build a business, you want to build, even as simple as something as building your own physique, all right? You have to enjoy the process as well. You can't just like be impatient and think, oh, I really want this thing, you know, so I can't have it now. Like, no, you need to actually enjoy the process, because the process, okay, the journey you go on, the things you do is what's going to get you to where you want to be. So you can't skip it, you can't rush it. You have to perfect the process. You have to focus on getting the process right, and you have to enjoy the process, all right? You're here on this earth, you're living life, just enjoy it. Enjoy whatever you're going through. I know at times it's going to feel draining and shit and boring, and you're like, oh, you know, this isn't working, like, should I just give up? I have days like that all the time, okay? Like, everything is a long process. It's like you have to prove to the universe that you deserve what you want, okay? That you deserve to get this thing that you want to get, or you deserve to become this person you want to become. You simply have to prove it. You have to work hard and just smile through it, okay? Smile through the dark days. Smile through every shit day. Smile through every negative emotion, and just keep on speaking this positivity into the world, because your actions will directly align with the beliefs you have in your head. So as long as you keep those beliefs positive and don't feed into negative beliefs, because some days you'll have days where you'll be like, right, I can't be arsed today, or this is shit, or why is this not working, I want to quit. You will have beliefs like that, but you just simply have to not feed into them and completely flip them around and say, right, I've got these negative beliefs for a reason, okay? Why are these happening? You know, they're a test. They're testing me. They're testing my character. They're testing who I am. The universe is testing me. I have to pass these tests in order to move on to the next level. See life as almost like a big video game, all right? I know people have said that before, but I genuinely believe that. See life as a big video game, a big journey, a big, you know, something you've got to complete. Just like there's levels to it, okay? And you keep unlocking new levels, and you keep on improving, and you keep developing your character. You keep improving your character so you can get to the next level. You know, that kind of stuff. And just, yeah, keep that positivity alive. Okay, because as soon as that positivity and as soon as those negative beliefs start almost taking over, that's where your actions are going to align to those negative beliefs, and you're simply just going to start plummeting. And that's happened to me before, and I've had to sit, and that's where you end up in a rut. And I've had to pick myself up from these ruts and pick myself up and get myself back to where I am now, because that's happened so much in my journey. My fucking shoulder's hurting as well. Fuck me. But I can't hold it like that, can I? That just looks shit. Jesus. I can't even hold a fucking camera, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like I've said, like I said before, I'm nothing special. And you can see that now, you know, I'm just some kid holding a camera. But I know for a fact that I will become someone, okay? I will become the person that I want to become. I have this idea in my head, okay? And I have it. And I'm just simply manifesting it now. I'm molding it slowly into what into what it is, okay? Until it's a physical reality, until it's there, okay? And that's what you have to do. It doesn't matter how big or small your goal is. That's simply what it is. You speak those words to yourself. Operate as if you already are that person. This person you want to be, this rich, strong, powerful person. How would they walk? How would they talk? How would they shake hands? How would they look at people? How would they feel? What, you know what I mean? How would they just how would they be? How would they operate on a day-to-day life? And operate like that, as if you already are that person. Operate as if you have everything that you want in an abundance, okay? Because if you're operating as that person, your energy simply is aligning with that thing, so you're more likely to actually go and do it. That is an actual thing. And people look at me saying that and be like, what are you on about? Like, you're just talking absolute shit. Like, just because I'm walking and acting like someone that I'm not, you know, that's not going to make me achieve this thing. But when they say fake it till you make it, that is a genuine thing, and that's what that is broken down, okay? Operate as if you already are this rich, strong, powerful person who's in shape, who's confident, who believes in himself. Just operate as that person, as you already are that person. That's what I do, bro. And I'm not there yet. I'm not where I want to be yet. That's what you have to do. And you'll notice yourself gradually getting better and better and better. And you'll notice yourself, just developing as a character. And that character that you're developing into is a more competent person to go and get past these different levels of life and keep excelling in life and keep going and keep improving. You'll keep gaining knowledge, and you'll eventually it'll all click, and you'll get to exactly where you want to be, because the knowledge that you've then got is simply is enough, and the knowledge that you have is the correct knowledge to achieve what it is you want to achieve. That is how life works. You keep taking action, you keep learning, and the lessons you learn give you knowledge, and that knowledge you put out into the universe. You use that knowledge and you put energy out into the universe to mold that idea into a physical thing, to achieve that thing that you want to achieve. All right, boys. So that's why I always say to myself, I am rich, I'm strong, I'm famous, I'm all these things that I want to be and that I am going to be. It's as simple as that. All right, boys. So I know, and that's how I know. And like I said, I'm just documenting my life. I'm walking around in my fucking garden, all right, with my phone. That's all it is. But I promise you, I'm being authentic. I'm being real with you lot, and I'm telling you firsthand. Wait, and the ones that have been here from the start and the ones who are here now, just wait down the line to where I get to where I want to be, okay? And I'm telling you lot, I did it, and I told you I would do it, and you'll all look at me differently. I promise you, the world will look at me differently, okay? Now, if you actually do want daily lessons into everything about life, dating, social skills, confidence, manifestation, things like this, just lessons to excel you further, then fucking train. Perfect timing. Then I will leave a link to my Telegram in the description below. Go join that. I'll be posting that every single day. We want to build a proper community around that. Obviously, there's not many people in it right now, but I want to build a serious community around my Telegram. All of you lot that get in there early, you're going to get all the perks. Trust me, bro. You're gonna see my transformation firsthand if you're in there and on a more deeper level than you are now on YouTube. If you're interested in, I can't even speak now. If you're interested in one-to-one coaching with myself on any of those given topics that I just mentioned, again, I'll leave a link to my application in the description below. You can also DM me on Instagram if you would rather do that. Ask me any questions on Instagram. I don't mind answering them. I'm happy to help everyone. Have a good day. Keep fucking pushing, boys, and I'll see you in the next one.